Maze generation algorithm. There are many maze generation algorithm. One of the simplest one is the depth first search based algorithm. This is the most commonly used algorithm, and it implemented either using a recursive method or using an iterative approach. Iterative approach is more preferred because the recursion have some problem in some cases. So we use a stack and an iterative method. The algorithm is actually have this much steps. We take initial cell, then we mark it as visited, and we push it as to stack. And based on the other cell, we find out the neighbors of the cell. And if it is not visited, we pick one cell or one wall based on a randomness and move further. This is a simple algorithm. Another one is an algorithm which is based on Kruskal's algorithm. It is a more randomized version. We implemented this algorithm using a disjoint set data structure. Okay. And another thing is another algorithm is based on the Prim's algorithm. We are not use any stack or any disjoint sets or anything. In the randomized depth first algorithm, we use we first initially we use a cell, this cell, and we put it inside the stack. So we in the first initially we have the first cell. Then out of these four walls, these are this particular cell have four walls. We randomly choose a particular wall. For example, we choose this wall and we move to the this second cell and we mark this as visited and this as visited. And we put this cell again into this again into this stack, and once after that we remove the this wall between 1 and 2. Okay, then this process again started. We check the uh, walls of this particular second cell and then choose another wall, for example this one, and we move on to the third cell, this one. Okay, so suppose this third cell doesn't have any neighbors, because so this become a dead end. So what will happen is that backtrack we will backtrack again this thing using this particular stack. We pop these elements so that we backtrack to the previous element and we check the other unvisited cell or unvisited wall. Another algorithm is the based on the Kruskal's algorithm. We use a disjoint set. This array contains all the cells we created during the construction of the grid. So out of this cell, we randomly choose a cell and we put it inside this disjoint set. And after that, we randomly choose a wall and neighboring move to the neighboring cell. So we find the neighboring cell and we put it inside this disjoint jet. So this becomes, so for example, this is a cell A and the neighboring cell is cell B. We connecting it by putting inside the disjoint set. So which means that if there are two cells, cell A and cell B, nearby cells, we are connecting means that we are actually knocking down the wall, the common wall between them. Another third algorithm is iterative randomized Prim's algorithm. We are not using any disjoint sets or stack. Yes. So initially we have an array of all the cells in the grid, and we take the first cell or any randomized cell, this one. And once we take that cell, we take all the walls of the cell. There are four walls for the cell and put it inside this wall. One, two, three, four. So all the four walls of the cell number one, and we mark this cell as in the maze. We consider this cell now is part of the maze. Okay. And from the walls list, we take one wall. For example, this particular two, this is also selected as random. That's why it's called randomized Prim's algorithm. We randomizely select this as cell. Also, we randomizely select this wall also. So we take this the second wall. This is the second wall of this first cell, and then we check what is the other cell which this particular wall is divided. So this is the second cell, and this is, suppose this wall is this second wall. Okay, so this wall is connected between cell 1 and cell 2. Okay, so we find the other cell, this particular wall is connected, and make this wall as part of this maze, and put all the walls of the second cell into the inside wall. So again we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we remove the second wall from this list of wall. We do progressively do that. Okay, so this is the simulation of the all the three mazes done in Unity. So initially we have the this iterative backtracking algorithm with a stack. So we have a grid, then we apply this algorithm in order to create a maze. Okay. So the next algorithm is Krusal's algorithm using the random selection based on a disjoint set. And initially to create a grid, 11 by 11 grid, and then we apply this algorithm in order to create a maze. The next algorithm is based on the Prim's algorithm. This is also again we have a grid by 11 by 11. Then we apply this algorithm in order to create the maze.